Welcome to an episode of Founder in the Chair. I'm your host, Vina, and today this founder's story is one of resilience, passion, and purpose. Born in Uganda and raised in the UK, this lady's story is one of courage, transformation, and inspiration. Diagnosed at birth with congenital hip dysplasia and living with hidden disabilities, chronic pain, and other medical conditions, she faced many barriers, but she never let them define her. Instead, she turned her challenges into fuel for a purpose-driven life, becoming a celebrated figure across the events industry, education, media, and communities at the age of 50. With a spirit rooted in culture and inclusion, she has forged a remarkable career path that breaks stereotypes and uplifts others, rising from admin officer to deputy director in the civil service, from being a powerful voice on Netflix and BBC to commanding the stage as a keynote speaker. She continues to lead with empathy, confidence, and grace. And I'm so excited and honoured to welcome Sonal Dave. Welcome, Sonal.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
Oh, fabulous. Do you know what I've been really excited about today?
Oh, wow.
Well,
Thank you.
There's a couple of reasons. First of all, I get to meet you.
Thank you.
And also, every time I get a chance to share my story, I feel like I'm reaching out to, hundreds of other people and telling them that life's going to be shit. But that's okay. Just deal with it, manage it, and move on.
I love that.
Oh, thank you.
How many of us hold on to the shit part?
Too many. Too many. We kind of, I think just whether it's human psyche or whether it's because we've never been taught, we kind of remember the past constantly. Oh, that happened. Oh, do you remember when that happened? Oh my God, that day. When actually we just go, park it, deal with it, and move on. And in fact, on that, I want to gift you this. It's a little journal.
Ooh, get a
It's a
present.
little journal.
Uh-huh.
And the reason I want to gift you this is part of my message is about managing situations and moving on. And what people don't do is they don't really reflect through the whole journey. What happened? Why did it happen? What was my part in the thing that happened? How did it make me feel? And how do I want to move on? So if you do that journey, you kind of almost close the bad thing and you move on. But also if you go through that journey and celebrate the good thing, isn't that just amazing? Because we don't celebrate enough, do we?
No, we don't. And we're always so good at, like, we'll always complain when it's a bad thing. But how many times do we, I don't know, in a restaurant say, that was actually really good. But we're quick to put up a bad review.
Absolutely. I think one of the things I'd love to do, and it's part of my journey in life, is to inspire people to think more positively. Don't hold on to the negative. Life, the journey of life, the roller coaster of life is almost meant to throw you all these negatives, all these toxic moments, all these difficulties, these challenges. But instead of looking at them and going, oh, another thing, I can deal with that. Because you know what? I've dealt with stuff all my life. And if people kind of look at situations, look at what's happening in their life and kind of flip the coin and, okay, what's that taught me? What have I learned from that? I know not to do that again. And it can come to cooking. It can come to managing the home, whether that's with your husband, your partner, your children. It can come to work scenarios. There are so many situations where if you just take a breath, hold, release, as yoga teachers would teach us, and just reflect and then move forward. And we don't really do enough of that. We spend too much of life going, run.
Oh, of course.
And we just never really stop. And I think we just need to focus on that.
I love that. So if somebody wants to buy this book?
It's on Amazon. So there's a book for children as well. But if they type in Sonal Dave, all the books that I've got on there will come up.
Brilliant. So I see this book starts from January, but I can start at any time, can't I?
Yeah, so there's no dates as such. It's just got months of the year. So you could start in October and then run it through. You could start in January. You can start whenever. So there's no years. There's, no dates. 15th of August this happened.
Yeah.
Because you may not want to journal every day.
Yeah.
And in fact, there's different types of journaling.
Yeah.
So there's the journaling in the book, as I've showed you. There's the journaling, which is the kind of where you get your iPhone or your Android phone and you record, how did my day go today? What happened today? What worked? What didn't work? What didn't work? Why didn't it work? Was it me? Was it somebody else? God, Fina, that recording with Fina today, how did I feel after that? Did I feel angry, sad, happy? Do I want to do more of those? I do. So then you move forward because that's what you want to do more of. Just be more reflective in everything. The journal's also got mandalas. So when
Yeah, I
you
saw
are
that.
having those angry down days,
Yeah.
sit there and spend time just colouring
Colouring.
those mandalas and
Oh, I
just
love
allow
that.
your body to relax and be in the moment.
It says, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken."
Absolutely.
By Oscar Wilde.
Absolutely.
And there's a mandala.
It's that saying is so true, isn't it? How many people out there will maybe look at a Bollywood actress?
Yeah.
Or
people on social media. I mean, like, this is what people don't realise is when I post something, for example, they're like, "Oh, that's so nice. Venus doing this or Venus doing that." But, I'm not posting the moments that I probably don't want you to see.
No.
So we show highlights of our life.
And that's why they often say that social media is what you want to share.
Yeah.
So when I started posting on social media about my disabilities, my chronic pain, my medical conditions, my surgery. In fact, interestingly, one of my best reels was showing me from being on a Zimmer frame, not being able to use a Zimmer frame and walk, to being able to walk. And that reel did amazingly. And you kind of think, well, hold on, I've been telling you about my weddings and my toastmaster work and the testimonials from public speaking.
Yeah.
But you're all really excited that I can walk again.
Yeah.
So the power of your own journey,
Yeah.
both the good and the bad,
Yes.
people need to hear. And in fact, let people know, be vulnerable. Share the not so good days, share the difficult days, share, I don't know, you've done a new recipe and it got burnt. That will teach somebody something. I learned today not to put too much of this in because it just burns the pie.
Yeah.
So somebody watching that's going to go, well, I was thinking of making that pie tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, I think I shared once that I've got eczema on my eyelids and that I actually don't wear eyeshadow. So, because everyone thinks I'm wearing eyeshadow all the time, but no, it's because my eczema flared up so much when I was stressed once that I ended up with scarring.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So I had so many comments on the back of that one.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
You always think people just want to know the good stuff, but
Yeah.
actually, because you won't be the only one that's dealing with eczema on your eyelids. And in fact, what you're sharing, others will resonate with and go, that's me. I'm dealing with that. Oh my God, Rena has it as well. And you'll often find people will reach out to you as well.
Yeah.
And suddenly you make new friends that you never had before
Yeah.
because you've got a shared path
Yeah.
to go through together.
Or I can share what helped me, for example.
Absolutely.
So, Sonal, you've lived with visible and hidden disabilities, faced workplace bullying, and then you changed careers at 50. How have these challenges shaped not only your personal resilience, but also your mission to inspire others to break barriers and follow their dreams?
It's a really, really good question, Vina, because just literally talking about what we were talking about earlier, resilience for me is just part of my life now. I see resilience as an opportunity. I don't see it as a bad thing. Me being resilient, being able to deal with all the conditions, the disability, the surgeries, being able to come out of it, it's a celebration. Every time a challenge comes my way, yeah, it's a challenge. It's hard. It's tough. I might have some sleepless nights. I might cry. Crying is good. But I come out of it. So it's about being resilient in life actually has helped me achieve what I've wanted to achieve. And it's helped me open doors that were never opened before. And I feel if through what is a difficult journey that I've been through, if I can push those doors open just a little bit more so that hundreds, thousands of other people can also realise that they can go through this journey and come out a better person, then for me that's a fantastic legacy for me to leave behind, but B, just the happiness on all those people's faces that they have learnt, they flipped the coin and they have learnt that they also can get through these challenges just by having resilience. Now, resilience is not doing 100 press-ups. It's not, walking or running the marathon. Resilience is just getting up every day, getting ready, and doing something. You don't have to do 25 tasks a day. You could have a list of 25, but you can choose your top 3 and you do those top 3 things. Being able to do those things is being part of being resilient. I could very easily just say, it hurts today. I'm not getting up. I'm laying in bed. And yeah, the rest would probably be good, no doubt. But if I actually got up, got ready and did something, there's an inner feeling of feeling better, feeling positive. I've achieved something.
Yeah.
And I think that's powerful.
Yeah. No matter how big or small.
Have you been through anything like that?
What through? Yes. Lots of things in life. Yeah, it's always, you do sometimes just want to hide under the duvet.
Yeah.
And just, I'll wake up tomorrow and hopefully it'll go away. But no, it doesn't go away. And you have to get up and you have to deal with it. So yes, I've been through lots of things, whether it's from getting divorced, and the whole taboo around that. One of my biggest things when my life changed was when I did some dying videos for my friend, and just living with that, because watching it and then living with it, and then you keep replaying it, but then learning the lesson out of it.
Yeah.
So breakups of relationships, it's all children test us all the time. So it's just the life. And when you're first born of generation from when your parents are from India, and the expectations. So yes, been there, done that with lots of things. You don't get to 53 with a few stories.
No.
So you're one of a handful of Asian female celebrants and toastmasters in the UK. What barriers have you had to break down in these traditionally male and non-Asian spaces? And what messages do you hope your presence sends to future generations?
So I'm going to probably start by answering what is a celebrant, because a lot of people don't know what a celebrant is.
Yeah, I asked you before the show.
You definitely. So in the UK, not a lot of people know this, so I'm going to take the opportunity to share. So in the UK, there are legal things that you have to do to comply, and then there are ceremonies or events, choosing depending on what you're actually having. So in the UK, when your child is born, you register a birth. And then you have a naming ceremony, or you might have a namparano, which literally means give a name to the child.
Yeah.
And depending on which culture you come from, you would have a little ceremony. That's the legal part, registering. That's the ceremony. Likewise, when somebody passes away, you register the death. And then you might have a beswano, where people come and gather. There might be some music. You might have some prasad, some food. Or you might have a sadri, which again is a gathering of people, music. There might be some milk and mithai or something as people live. But that's the ceremony. That's the registering is the legal part. And when you get married, you register the marriage, the legal part, and then everything else is a ceremony. So whether you're having a mandap ceremony, a ceremony in a gurudwara, an imam, a vicar, unless there is a registry of your marriage, it is a ceremony. And that's where a celebrant comes in, because a celebrant allows, whether it's births, deaths, marriages, renewal of vows, scattering of ashes, celebration of life. A celebrant is somebody who comes in and works with the couple or the family and creates a celebration ceremony of choice. And it's always about the individual who's just been born, the couple who's getting married or renewing their vows, or the person who's passed away. So rather than focusing on religion, it focuses on maybe spiritualism, or it focuses on none of that. And they just want to talk about who they are as a couple, their love, their future, their hopes and dreams. They might be a couple who are renewing their vows, for example. They might want to talk about the journey they've been through, the children, the pets, how many times they've moved, what they've learnt through life as they renew their vows. And you don't have to renew your vows at 10, 25, 50. Why not renew your vows at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every single year if you want?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Because why not? That's another celebration.
Mm.
So the celebrant is there to help you celebrate. So when somebody passes away, let's celebrate their lives. One of the things I always get told off for saying, so I'm just going to say it today.
Go for it.
If you're not religious, or the person that's passed away was not religious, why is there still generations that are almost forcing the agenda of having a religious wedding or having a religious, I don't know, chapel of rest ritual followed by the funeral? Why? What is stopping us or stopping people from actually having a ceremony that celebrates the couple, celebrates the individual that's passed away? So the whole ceremony is about the person, the people, as opposed to religion. It's a question I put out there for everyone who's watching this. Do we continue in life to follow the expectations of others, or do we live life by our own choices?
I love that. So when you say people don't like it when you say that, what sort of pushback do you get?
Well, aprama, which means, in ours, we've
Okay.
always done this.
Yeah.
Or, oh no, I know they weren't religious, and I know they didn't really have, marry into the culture. And I know they might have been an LGBTQ couple, but in our religion, it says that we must do da-da-da-da-da.
Is it because people think, oh, well, they're going to go to a higher place now and they should be going in some sort of religious ceremony?
I suppose it depends. For me, it depends on what that person believed.
Yeah.
I mean, if that person didn't believe in religion and didn't believe in a higher place or a lower place, then what are we doing? Are we forcing them somewhere that they never, if they just never ever had a religious thing in their lives, why are we forcing them to have something religion?
Yeah.
Now, I'm Brahmin. I'm born Hindu Brahmin. We're Kedavara Brahmin. I've been brought up with religion. There's been priests in our family. It's only one now. Others have passed away. So I've been brought up with it. I was brought up in a religious way, but I always questioned why? Because if we don't question and we just follow, almost like, the sheep following the sheep, or who followed the Pied Piper? Played the flute, didn't he? And all the children followed the Piper. If we just follow, then we're not really living our lives, are we?
No.
We're actually living the lives that others want us to.
It's always easier to follow.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you know what?
Like sheep.
I'm 4'9", but I'll stand tall and I'll follow with the journey.
I'm not far off. I'm 4'11", so do you know what? Us little people.
We stand tall, we talk loud, and we send a message.
Yeah, absolutely. So your work as a celebrant, toastmaster, and public speaking expert all centre around giving people a voice. Why do you believe communication is such a powerful tool for confidence, mental health, and inclusion?
So in all of the work that I do, whether as a celebrant, where I'm creating and delivering ceremonies, as a toastmaster, where I'm there explaining what's happening in a ceremony, or at a corporate event, I have to tell you this funny story before I forget.
Go on.
One of the reasons I became a toastmaster was I was at a wedding, and there was an English old white man, which is what's typical.
Yeah.
And now we move to the Akane days, so Bhagyavati, and we've now got the Pera. And I was just like, really? I can do that. I can stand up there and say, and now we move to the Akanda Sobhagyavati. We now have the Fera. And it just made me think, do you know what? I have a voice and I'm confident enough to open doors.
Yeah.
So I trained, and now at weddings, at events, words are pronounced the way they should be pronounced. We should celebrate that. Let's have people that can actually celebrate who we are, what our rituals are called. In public speaking, why is it just that parents, I love you all. Why is it the parents focus on getting A stars and getting degrees? Well, you know what? Teach your child the life skills, the life transferable skills, the skills that are going to provide them success. So public speaking, financial management, time management, how to manage your mental health. All of these kind of skills can be taught if a child, an adult, is given the opportunity to learn them. So as an example, public speaking. Why am I so passionate about it? So that's a title, public speaking. But underneath it, what are the skills? Confidence, communication, body language, a big one, self-acceptance. Love how you look, love how tall you are, love how you speak, love the size of your nose, all of that, just accept who you are and how you sound. Voice control, even down to when you stand, what's your comfortable standing position? If you start to master these skills, then every situation you'll put in life, you're not going to struggle. If you don't know, you can come out with, 11 A stars and 14 A levels and 3 degrees. But if you can't communicate, if you can't get your message across, one of the things I love about public speaking skills, and we hear the word mental health a lot these days, but imagine if you had these skills and you could say, I'm seeing this, I'm hearing this, I'm feeling this, I need this. So rather than somebody telling you what you need, you're telling them what you need. But you can only do that if you've got the confidence within you and you've found your voice, you've faced your fear, and you feel your own personal power to be able to say to some senior people, some older people often, what it is that you need and want. Because often we'll go, I'm having a bad day. So I'm having a bad day because this happened and so said this and this made me feel like this. So I really feel like I need time out. You've now told people what you need. And this is where the skills of public speaking are so powerful. And they should be. One of my ambitions, I would absolutely love, Vina, is for this to be part of the curriculum. Part of a school curriculum, a college curriculum, a university curriculum, should be in organisations, on their L&D libraries, inductions, give them the opportunity to do this in inductions. Because the more people feel confident in themselves, the more morale is raised in the workplace, in the schoolroom, in college, in university auditoriums. Life would just be so much better if we can all say what we want to say and not be afraid to.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is that it comes down to the fear again.
Yeah.
If I say something, what if Vina doesn't like it?
Yeah.
And in fact, just saying, Vina may not like it, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I want to say this.
Yeah.
I always talk about flipping that coin. I think it's such a powerful thing to be able to do. And I'd like to try something with you. Do you feel you're happy to try something today?
We're flipping the coin now, aren't we?
We are flipping the coin.
Go on then.
All right. So I'm going to do a little networking exercise with you.
Okay.
And we call it the introduction to networking. So just going to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
And hopefully, if we
Yeah.
get it right,
Yeah.
by the end of this, you're going to be able to walk into any room and be able to introduce yourself, whether it's 5 people, whether it's 500 people.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Not nervous?
Little bit.
It's me. You're going to be fine. Right. So tell me who you are.
I'm Vina.
Who's Vina?
Let's talk about the podcast. So I'm a business founder who wanted to get other founders to tell their story.
Who are these other founders?
Anyone and everyone who runs a business, founded a business, and they've got a story to tell, but nobody knows why they started that business. That's what I want them to share.
So do the who is Vina, and then do the who in terms of is the business for.
So who am I?
Yeah.
So I'm a founder, and I wanted to share how it's been tough for me. Like you talked earlier about A-levels, degrees. So I don't have any of that.
Me neither.
Just did GCSEs. And people often say to me, so what was your degree in? And when I say I didn't go to uni, they almost turn their nose up.
So I want you to flip that. When somebody says to you, what's your degree in? You say degree in life.
Right. So my degree's in life, Sonal.
Okay, perfect. And then, so you're going to string all these sentences together in a second. What value and benefit does anyone coming to you for the podcast get?
So they get to leave their story as a legacy, because one day that story may inspire somebody. It may get someone out of bed to actually start that business because you did it. So why can't they do it?
Right, now string that all together. I'll give you a minute.
Okay, so I'm Vina.
Okay.
And I started my podcast, Founder in the Chair, because I wanted to tell my story, because you don't have to have the perfect start, the perfect education, everything planned out. You just have to start. And I wanted other founders to share their story as well, to inspire others and leave their story as a legacy.
Awesome. How did that feel?
Yeah, really easy.
It's not hard, is
So
it?
do you do workshops for this?
Absolutely.
You do?
In fact, I've even got something that's online, so people can
Okay.
just do it themselves, and
Right.
it's free. So that's one of the things in my business that I really wanted to do. I wanted to make things free, because people's financial situations are very different, and people are at different points in their journey of life and work.
Yeah.
There are some low cost things, there are some higher cost things. And likewise, even in the celebrant and toastmaster world, there are some basic packages, and then you can have your add-ons depending on what's affordable to you. So I want the business to be affordable and available to anyone who feels like they want to work with me, they want to be part of my journey. And, you know, Vina, if I can just inspire more people to literally get up and follow their dreams, because my mission statement is dare to dream, dare to be different. The world is your stage. So the more people that are stepping up onto their own stage and living their life the way they want to, making their own choices, the world's got to be a better place.
Say your mission statement again.
Dare to dream, dare to be different. The world is your stage.
Love that. That is some mission statement. So how does someone get hold of you or find out everything that you offer?
So if it's in the public speaking world, then the website is sonaldave.com.
Okay.
And if it's in the event space, it's sonaldaveevents.com. And then you can find me on Instagram. In fact, you can find me across all socials and it's sonaldave68.
Sonal-Dave68. So what's your main platform? Which platform helps you the most?
So I spent many years having everything on everything, and then made a conscious break where everything to do with events is on Instagram and TikTok.
Right.
And everything to do with public speaking is on LinkedIn and Facebook.
Makes sense,
so that way
right?
people know, you know, if somebody wants public speaking, they're not coming on Instagram and learning about weddings and corporate events and award ceremonies, because actually they want to learn about public speaking. And that's why I also then split the website. So that way, if you want that public speaking, you're going to sonaldave.com. If you're looking to book me as a celebrant and toastmaster, you are going to sonaldaveevents.com.
So do you actually teach people to become celebrants?
So I don't teach myself, but I'm part of an organisation where I'm a mentor. Right. So they do sort of the modules of learning what a celebrant is, doing the research, and then when it gets to actually writing scripts, doing a recorded assessment and doing the live ceremony, the live assessment, that's when they come to a mentor like myself. And then we mentor them through that period. And actually that's the hardest part, being able to just write for somebody. And that's the Academy of Modern Celebrancy. But yeah, it's growing. It started off in Australia, went to the US, went to Europe, and now it's in the UK. And we have our fingers crossed, Vina, that the Law Commission has put forward to Parliament to allow celebrants like myself to be able to also do the legal part of the registry.
That would be amazing.
It would mean that couples can actually do it all together.
Yes.
And not have to have the registry and then have the ceremony. They could actually have celebrants like myself do it both. And I absolutely love that, because my niche is multicultural couples. I am Dan, my partner, so we are a multicultural couple. And then LGBTQ couples. So
Wow,
two
I
very
love it.
particular niches
Yeah.
who can sometimes be sidelined.
Mm.
So if you're sidelined, I'm coming to you. You're not looking for someone. I am here for you. I just think it's so important. Nobody should ever be sidelined, whether you're multicultural, whether you're LGBTQ couple, whether you're disabled, chronic illness, medical conditions, whether you're financially poor, whether you're education poor, whatever that really means, because life teaches you much more, I think, than what you learn in a classroom. I'll probably get told off for that as well, isn't it? But it's fine.
Well, you've said it now. And do you know what? There'll be people who'll be like, well done for saying it. Because so many people are just so scared to say the wrong thing.
Oh, do you know what? I think I've just got to that point in life where I am me. And those who love me will, and those who won't, it's okay.
Not everyone's going to love you.
No.
And I think we learn that more as we get older because we try to fit in a lot when we're younger.
Yeah.
Although, I don't know, the generations now, they're just out there and they don't care.
So my husband says to me he thinks I was born a generation too early because I really resonate with like Gen Z right now and living their lives, doing what they want.
Yeah.
Because it's all the things I talk about now.
Yeah.
So I totally get. I love that we've got so many young influencers. I love that we've got so many youngsters who are going into arts, you know, being artists, who are setting up their own businesses, who are going into property.
Yeah.
You know, I just love it. I love
Yeah.
the fact that they're not, hopefully, you know, they've not kind of disengaged with the whole of world, but, you know, they're actually following their dreams.
Yeah.
You know, they've got a stage and they're stepping onto that stage and they're following their dreams. So to me, that just puts a huge smile on my face.
Yeah. Even something like TikTok, you know, people laugh at people on TikTok. Well, they actually earn a good living out of it. I always say to my children, if I was born like 20 years later, watch, I'd be like on TikTok doing this, doing that. And they're like, oh my God, Mum, we already like open Instagram or something. It's just mum. And they're just like, we just scroll past you. I'm like, that's all fine. You don't have to watch me. I'm not your audience.
No,
You're not my audience, sorry.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't do the pointy thing. I still don't do the pointy thing, but I do use TikTok.
Yeah.
And it's great because it's a whole different audience. And in fact, that's one of the things. Know your ideal audience, know where they sit, know where they play, know where they hang out, and reach out to them. And then you will get the right people coming your way. But yeah, my mission statement, everyone should go by it. I believe they should. And if they don't, come and tell me why.
Love that. Just before we go, can you just say your websites again?
So it's sonaldave.com for public speaking.
Yeah.
sonaldavevents.com for celebrant and toastmaster.
Love that. Thank you so much, Sonal. I have loved our conversation. And I'm going on your website, maybe for that public speaking.
I'm waiting for your call.
I'm calling you. Thank you.
No, but thank you for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, Sonal.
And also just been great getting to know you more as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.